1 year ago, New Mexicans learned about the shocking death of Jeremiah Valencia. Just a few weeks shy of turning 14, that boy was tortured, he was starved, and kept in a dog cage at his family's Nambe home.
3 people, his mother, his mother's boyfriend, and that boyfriend's son, were all charged in the case. And we've seen plenty of twists and turns in the case since the story broke, but for the first time tonight, we're hearing from Jeremiah's family.
Here's Joy Wang.
The family of Jeremiah Valencia has stayed quiet, holding on to memories of Jeremiah, not ready to share them with the world until tonight. We sat down with his sister and the aunt who helped raise him to talk about the boy beyond what we've heard in the news. It's been a year. How are you guys feeling right now?
We just take it day by day. Every day is still just a struggle.
A struggle to know the boy with that cheesy smile and a fearless heart is no longer in their lives.
I remember this one time he saw some kid at a park like do a trick off a bench, and so he put his bike on the bench, and I told him not to do it because he was still really little, and he's like, "No, I got this," and he just fell.
He got back up again.
Yeah.
Karen Gonzales is his half-sister. She says Jeremiah wasn't the easiest kid to take care of.
He was a little dork. He was hyper, a little daredevil. So like, I had my hands full sometimes.
But what she'd give to have that daredevil back again.
That's just the way he was. He was fearless. He didn't, even in the back of his head, I think he knew if I do this, I could get hurt. But he still had to try.
His Aunt Celine says she helped raise Jeremiah. The 13-year-old had a lot of interests, including fishing, basketball, and cars.
He just always had a thing about cars since he was small.
Karen and Celine say he was excited to finally get his license in a few years.
Every time you drive around too and you see a car, you'd be like, "Oh my God, look at that car."
Yeah, I'm gonna have one of those.
So he could take care of his family and drive his little sister around.
He was a good big brother. He stood up for her all the time.
Jeremiah.
That's just the way he was.
The man of the house.
Anything, he would just, "I'll take care of it, Auntie. Don't worry, I got this." That's what he'd always say.
But around this time last year, suddenly Karen and Celine couldn't reach him, and no request for help came from Jeremiah or his mother, Tracy Pena.
Tracy has a big history of going in and out of jail, obviously. I mean, that's not unknown news. I mean, it's been out there, but I've gotten calls to go get them before, whenever she's gotten in trouble, or if something's happening or whatever, she would call me and say, "Hey, can you come get the kids?" Or if they were in a bind or something, it was always, "Call Auntie, Auntie will come get you." But I didn't get a call this time.
This time, the phone never rang. Not knowing was a scary feeling.
For me, it was the longest week because I was calling CYFD and the cops almost every single day, like trying to get answers, and it's like nobody was able to help me.
A few days later, someone from the sheriff's office showed up.
That was the day that they told me that they had reason to believe that he was deceased.
Then came more waiting. More time passed, more silence. Then they got another call.
When I talked to the sheriff on the phone, I told him, "Well, did you find him?" And he said, "I'm sending someone to come talk to you." And did you find him? That's all I kept out. He wouldn't tell me. So when I got Karen...
Is that when you knew?
Yeah, when he said that they were sending someone, that he couldn't talk about it on the phone. So I kind of figured they found him.
Jeremiah's remains were found buried off a state highway near Nambe. Investigators would soon reveal he'd been kept in a dog cage and starved, beaten and poked with a spear, allegedly at the hands of Jeremiah's mother, her boyfriend Thomas Ferguson, and Ferguson's son, Jordan Nunez. Ferguson killed himself inside the Santa Fe County Jail back in April, but Pena and Nunez are still facing charges. Pena is expected to take a plea.
Even when they do go to jail or prison, they still get to live their life every day, being fed and a bed.
Karen and Celine say it's not fair Jeremiah isn't around to do those simple things anymore.
These kids are supposed to be our future. Well, what kind of future are they going to have if they're not here? or if they're beaten so badly that they can't even live a normal life.
Now their focus is on getting justice for Jeremiah.
Majito's not here anymore, but I have all the memories inside that no one can ever take away from me.
Definitely the memories, and then just the fact that like my sister's still out there, so like I still want to try to be there for her.
They hold on to their tattoos, their photos, and the hope that the system will change to better protect New Mexico's children.
Jeremiah is never going to be gone from my heart, or, you know, anybody's heart that he touched. Anyone that knew him, he touched their heart, and I'm guarantee you they'll never forget Jeremiah. He's going to be a part of my life forever until I see him again.
The family is holding a candlelight vigil tomorrow night at Frenchie's Park on Agua Fria at 6. If you own any classic cars or bikes, they'd love for you to bring them, especially since Jeremiah would have loved to see them too. Back to you.